Superior Shelby, and I'm so blessed and happy to have you here. Happy Valentine's Day, the day full of love. And it's not always about the romantics of having a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a life partner, or like that. Love is all about loving. You can love thy neighbor, right? You can support each other. So I encourage you all to do something lovely for your neighbor, do something lovely for your friends, and just show appreciation to those that have definitely been there for you, and even those that you don't even know, right? God loves when we are giving thanksgiving. God loves when we love thy neighbor. And definitely pray for those that you feel that have hatred towards you, or whatever the case may be, they might have done you wrong. But in the Bible, it says you don't fight evil with evil. Instead, you bless and you give love, all right? And give thanks. So this is the day of love, and I'm so happy that you guys are joining me because I have 4 amazing grants that I would like for us to go over, and I want to give you guys the chance to have me search for grants for you live on YouTube. I want to show you the search engines that I use because I love you so much, and I don't want you to be demotivated. I don't want you to focus on what's going on into politics. I want you to stay focused. I want you to fulfill God's will for you, okay? And your purpose. Everybody on this earth was blessed with a skill or some sort of gift. So I'm here to help you fulfill that, have clarity on it, and I want to show you, reassure you that you have debt-free opportunities out here that you qualify for, no matter what company you want to start, no matter what gender, race, sexuality, or ethnic group you're a part of, no matter what your credit score is. None of those things matter, okay, friend? So welcome on into my live stream. And if you are watching this video afterwards, I want to say thank you so much for tapping on this video, because that means you are looking for opportunities to help you take yourself to the next level, and I am your girl that will help bring clarity to that, okay? So hey everybody, hey Dean, thank you so much, and God bless you as well. So I'm so happy that you guys are here. I have my handy dandy laptop, and we're gonna go over some really cool grants that I think that you guys would love to apply to. You all qualify for them, and you don't have to have, get a load of this, you don't have to have for like an LLC or an EIN for these grants, because these grants that I'm about to go over are specifically for startups. Yeah. All right, so they're for startups. No matter what stage you are in your company, you could be a startup, or you can be a seasoned business that just simply, is trying to scale. Or you could be a business, you probably had your LLC for a while, and you probably want to just simply, you haven't gotten any you haven't generated any revenue out of your LLC yet, right? So these 4 grants I'm gonna go over are perfect for you, friend. And then towards the end of this live stream, I'm going to give you the ability to tell me all about your industry, where you're located, and I will use grantwatch.com to search for hundreds of grants for you and show you and reassure you that you have some debt-free opportunities out here for you, okay? Now, before I get into it, let me reassure you and give you clarity on exactly what grants is and how they work before I start to show you these 4 grants, okay? All right, so grants are what we call debt-free opportunities, okay? Debt-free, which means you do not have to pay them back. They work totally different than your traditional lending opportunities like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. With the traditional lending opportunities, those opportunities require you to have like good credit, you have to provide your personal information, and you also have to provide bank statements. But in these debt-free opportunities like grants, incubator programs, and accelerators, you don't need to worry about providing your personal information. You don't need to have good credit because there's no credit checks, and you don't have to provide any of your bank account information or income because you don't have to pay this back. This is debt-free rewards that you can get. I'm talking about tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even up to the millions, okay, that you can get to start a business or scale the business you currently have. Now, it's very, very, very important that you have some sort of foundation in your business, showing some sort of commitment to your product or service that you want to put out there. One way we can actually show commitment to our idea is simply by having a business plan. If you have a business plan, well, that shows that you have actually taken the time out to sit down, to research about your market, to learn more about how much money you can make, how much quality you can bring to your service and product, and exactly what the mission is for your particular business. What you have may be different from your next door neighbor. The best analogy I can give is like the bread aisle, right? When you go down the bread aisle in all supermarkets, there's so many different bread choices to choose from, but they all have different missions. They all have different brands, right? And so even if you are doing something that you believe that is in a saturated market, your mission and your vision for how you want to scale your product or service is going to be different from anyone else in your competitive market. So having a business plan thoroughly outlines exactly what your business goals are, what your business mission is, and how you are going to be impactful to your clients or your customer. Okay? Debt-free opportunities, no credit checks, no personal information needed like your date of birth or social, no bank income statements needed, because these are opportunities you don't have to pay back. Now, in the grant world, just like in the world in general, there's no 100% guarantee that you would actually get approved for these opportunities. And the same thing goes for loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. I've had clients, and even one of our subscribers here just recently explained to us how she took all of this time to build her personal credit. She has stable income inside of her business account, and she did everything line for line, bar for bar of what the business manager or the account manager told her that she needed to do in order for her to get approved for a business loan. However, when she walked inside the bank to go for that opportunity, she was denied. And the denial reason was simply because they don't have interest in her business. Isn't that something? You have done all of this work. You have went back to the drawing board, spent all of this time and energy into building your personal credit and building your finances just for them to tell you, you're not good enough still. That can be very demotivating, and that can be very, very heartbreaking as well. This is why I don't promote those traditional lending opportunities on my channel, because it is not fun to pay them back at all right? So with that being said, all right, grant opportunities are opportunities that you don't have to worry about none of that stuff. All you simply need to do is provide them with the information that they're asking for. And really what they're asking for is, what would you do with this money? They will go through the applications, okay? And then they will let you know via email if you were selected for the opportunity. Now, generally speaking, with these grant opportunities, accelerator programs, and incubators, they all have their own like set qualifications, right? So each grant is going to ask for different things. You might have a grant that says, we are looking to give out $10,000 to season-owned businesses that have been in business for 2 years and that is in this particular industry market. You have some that is for all businesses, no matter what business industry you're in, and no matter what stage you are in your company, which is like, you can be a startup, you can be a seasoned business, or you can be a medium enterprise. Each grant has their own different types of qualifications. So it's very important that when you visit the grant website, that you take a look at what the grant eligibility requirements are. Also, each grant application is different. There's no general way on how to apply to these grants. Like with traditional lending opportunities, most credit card applications are all the same. Isn't that right? You got to provide your name, date of birth, address, your social, upload a picture of your ID, connect your bank account so they can go through all of your banks and see what you got going on, all right? But that's not how this works in the grant world, okay? Each grant application is going to ask different questions. Each grant application is going to, require different things. So that's why I said having a business plan will truly help you also with answering these questions on the grant, okay? Now, when you submit a grant application, generally speaking, after you have hit submit, you want to make sure that you record or you take note of the application deadline date, because you have to give the grantors at least 30 days after the application deadline date to let you know, all right, to let you know if you were selected for the grant opportunity. Now, they will contact you via email. 90% of the time, they only talk to the winners. And that's simply because it costs money to send out some correspondence, okay? Like, for example, I told you guys, I just recently sent out 300 text messages to let all of my, past clients and, people that I've done business with, that I'm doing this $10,000 grant live on YouTube and they can share with their friends. Sending out 300 text messages cost me almost $800. So, because we know as business owners, it costs us money, all right, to communicate, the grantors are only going to speak directly to the winners, right, the chosen ones. So once you have submitted the application and the deadline date has came by and you have given them the time frame, and even a lot of the times too, on the actual grant itself, it'll tell you when they will select the winners. It will say, okay, for example, the $10,000 Honeycomb Credit Grant that I've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. That grant, it says the deadline is April 2nd. It also says we will announce the winners on April 11th, okay? So, because we know that on April 11th, that's when they should let us know if we were selected, we want to make sure we check our emails on April 11th or around thereabout. That way we can reassure ourselves if we actually won or not. Like I stated before, grants are no 100% guarantees, even if you meet all of the eligibility requirements, like you are a US-based business, you are 18 years or older, you're based in a certain city, or you're in a certain type of market. You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter, right? It really doesn't matter about, whether or not, to be honest with you, if it is, let's say, if it is guaranteed or not, because no opportunity is guaranteed. Like I went over the example with the whole bank situation from, our friend here that was on live with us. No opportunity is guaranteed. I want to make that very, very, very clear, okay? But here's another analogy. The guy who goes and buys the lotto ticket or the scratch off every day has a higher chance at winning on one of those scratch offs, or hitting the lotto, or winning at some sort of opportunity, simply because they go for the opportunity every day. So grants, like debt-free opportunities, are really good. You can apply to at least one grant a day to help increase your chances of approvals, and also to help increase your opportunities as well. What I also love about grants is that the grants don't talk to each other. So you don't have to worry about applying for a grant and then you have an inquiry on your credit report. Well, the grants don't check your credit and they don't communicate with the credit reporting agencies. So with that being said, you can apply to 100 grants a day if you want to and get approved to all 100 of them, and there will be no penalties or fees against you. Grants are also not a dependable source. If you are a startup or an entrepreneur who truly believes that you cannot start your business from scratch or from the bottom or from nothing, and you need to get a loan, or you need to get a funding opportunity in order for you to go to the next level, I'm here to tell you, there's a different way that we can think about this, friend, okay? There's a different way. A lot of the times we can gather analytics, we can gather information from, our community, our fellowship, to see if this is like a product or service that would be needed in the market, especially in your local community. And then that data analytics, right? That information that you have collected, you can actually give that information to the grantor to show, hey, I might not have generated any revenue in my business as of yet, and I truly need the money right now in order to get started. But here is what I can show you that my community, my fellowship, my clients truly need my services. You can do simple Google reviews or surveys for yourself, right? So I usually get into that type of exercise and marketing execution strategies and stuff in my one-on-one consultations. And I give you guys different ways that you can go out there and market yourselves and possibly get some pre-sales, pre-orders, or signups right now. Those signups and that data that you collect is more than enough to let the grantors know the reasons for why you are in need and deserving of this opportunity. All right? Cool. So let's get down to it. The first grant I want to go over is the UPS Store Small Business Challenge which is the $35,000 grant that I have put on the title of this live stream, and it's for everybody. All right, so I'm going to show you the grant. You can visit the upsstore.com/small biz challenge. Okay, now this one kind of runs like a competition, right? And all grants are competitive, but this one runs like a competition. I'm going to show you here of what it looks like. Okay, that's it. The UPS. So even if you Google UPS $35,000 grant, okay, or UPS Small Biz Challenge. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to put the links to all 4 of the grants that I'm going over inside of the description of this video, so that way it'll be easy for you to click on it, friend, and you can go apply yourself. Free information, okay? Happy Valentine's Day. I love y'all. Okay, so let's get down to it. Now, at the end, I'll open the floor for questions, and I'm going to search for a grant for you live on YouTube because I love you, and God said love thy neighbor. All right? Like our friend put in here, John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but shall have eternal life. Jesus loves us all. Amen. Amen. And you know, Jesus said love thy. They said to love thy neighbor. So I'm loving thy neighbor, bringing you some free information, and I'm going to search for a grant for you that you can apply for yourself. All right? Okay, so let's read on about the UPS Small Business Challenge. I pray that you guys are doing well this morning. It is currently about to be 2:30 in the afternoon where I am. And just to let you know, I'm a 10-year entrepreneur. I've been writing grants for 10 years. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. And I'm actually out here in Nigeria on a $5 million grant. I'm not new to this. I'm definitely true to this. And I've been on YouTube for about 6 years educating you guys on debt-free opportunities and how you can take your business, your startup, from your idea phases to an actual startup to an actual small to medium enterprise. 10 years of doing this, hundreds of thousands of dollars are spent in education and network, and I am bringing this information to you for free on YouTube every day, at least once or twice a day, so that way you can have this information for yourself. Share it with your friends, share it with your neighbors, share it with your families, so you all can know about grants and debt-free opportunities. Okay, and then also some strategic ways on how to market yourself out there. Now, be mindful of how you move day to day, because if you are a small business and you're trying to start a business, well, remember, your next door neighbor might be your client. The gate man might be your client. The person who washes your car might be your customer. So you want to make sure you walk in grace, humbly, give everybody love, give everybody, like, you know, a good energy, so that energy can reciprocate back into you. Okay, treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want people to purchase your service or product, come on now, you got to be nice to your clients, and we is your client. Okay, all right. So the UPS Small Business Challenge, it says you're invited to enter your small business in the UPS Store Small Business Challenge in Austin, Texas. Now, you don't have to reside in Austin, Texas. They're just doing the grand finale in Austin, Texas. You can be anywhere in the United States. Now, see, it says you have an opportunity to compete for a share of the $35,000 prize to grow your business and feature it in Inc. magazine, and you get expert mentorship and so much more. So how do you enter? So you have from now until February 19th. February 19th is the deadline date for this grant. February 19th. Hey, 88, welcome in, friend. Where have you been? God bless you too, friend. So happy to see ya. All right, so it says you can only do one entry per business owner per business. So if you are an entrepreneur who has multiple businesses, well, you need to choose your favorite one. I prefer the one that you have been putting the most energy into, the one that's already generating revenue, the oldest LLC you might have. I will go with that one. And then, so you can only do one entry. Now it says semi-finalist selection phase. The UPS Store and Inc. Business Media will review all online submissions and select the 9 semi-finalists. Each semi-finalist will be partnered with a mentor who will help provide motivation and entrepreneurial advice as they compete in the next phase of the Small Business Challenge. The 9 semi-finalists together will with their individual mentor will compete in various challenges. These may range from a variety of common skills and know-how needed to run a successful small business as marketing, staffing, operations, and company culture. So they have a voting phase. The voting phase comes anywhere between March 17th through April 4th. So this is a public voting phase. It says after each challenge, the 9 semifinalists, alongside with their entrepreneurial mentors, will share their answers for the public to view and cast votes. The public voting phase will run from March 17th to April 4th and will determine the 3 final contestants. The final phase is when the top 3 contestants will travel to Austin, Texas on April 24th. They will present in front of celebrity hosts and guest judges. A winner will be announced and given the ultimate prize and editorial feature in the upcoming issue of Inc. magazine. What I like the most about this grant, and you might be saying to yourself, well, a $35,000 grant, I have to compete about it. I have to do like go through a judging phase publicly. I don't think this grant is for me. But I want to reassure you, okay? I know this might be a little scary. It might seem like a pitch. But it states that if you were selected as one of the 9 semifinalists, you get your own mentor. That mentor is supposed to help you prepare for this pitch. It's supposed to help you prepare for this competition. It's supposed to help you to win. So why not give yourself a chance at 1, developing your network, 2, getting some mentorship, 3, potentially winning some of the $35,000, and 4, getting a big marketing opportunity by being featured in Inc. magazine and also showcasing your product or service amongst celebrities, other judges, and also the public to see. So this grant comes with more than just going for the money. It comes with networking opportunities and other opportunities for you to be in front of other business owners, other sponsors, other investors who would like to either donate or give you a grant just for trying outside of the UPS grant opportunity. You have to look at the bigger vision here. So you can visit the UPS store / small business challenge. This is what the grant looks like. All right. You can come here and you can apply to it yourself. Oops, sorry, my phone's on the charge. You can apply to it yourself, okay? All right, so that's one. Now the next one I want to go over. I spoke about this one, but we have 15 days to submit this $5,000 grant that Citi Trends is giving out. It's called the Black History Makers. So I'm going to show it to you right here for me. This is what it looks like. Okay. You can visit citytrends.com and then it should have the grant there posted, or you can simply Google Citi Trends $5,000 grant. But keep in mind, I'm going to put the link to all of these grants that I'm going over in the description, so it'll be easy for you to tap on and apply yourself. Now it says Black History Makers, calling all the best and brightest Black change makers. Apply by February 28th. In celebration of Black History Month, Citi Trends is acknowledging Black entrepreneurs that are making history in their community today. Our goal is to help advance and further the businesses of Black entrepreneurs. Use our application below to apply for a chance to win $5,000. Isn't that cool? All right, so $5,000. We have 15 days left to submit our applications. And as you go through this grant, at the bottom here, all the way at the bottom, it says please click here to for the official grant deadlines, okay? Or sorry, not deadlines, guidelines. Now, on our Sunday grant classes, I actually teach you all how to dive deeper into the grant to give yourself reassurance and clarity on exactly, what this grant is looking for, who they're looking for, what are the grant timelines, how are they grading you, how can you increase your chances of approval odds. Now, if you want to join us for our grant classes on Sunday, all you have to do is join my channel as a member for just $3 a month. You can tap on my face or go to my channel and then not only subscribe, but click on join and then just sign up, and you'll be able to have access to our most recent grant class where we apply to a $100,000 grant, and you can also have access to our every Sunday grant classes, okay? All right. And we're on grant classes every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Cool? All right, so moving forward, the Black History Makers Grant, you have by February 28th to apply to this one, $5,000 as long as you are a Black entrepreneur, okay? Cool. Now, the next one I want to talk about is for all businesses, no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you are, no matter what business industry you want to get into. This is a $2,500 small micro grant that you can go for really quick, and this is the quarter one. It's called Q1 Start Pivot Grow Grant. Now, the Start Pivot Grow Grant grant program is one that I definitely have had a pleasure of not only applying but also winning. They usually give out about $2,500 to $5,000 on a monthly or quarterly basis. Now, a quarter, right? First 4 months of the year, second 4 months of the year, third 4 months of the year. Like, it goes like that, all right? Quarters, okay? So for quarter one, this is called the quarter one 2025 $2,500 Start Pivot Grow micro grant. All right, so you can visit startpivotgrow.com. This is what it looks like. Apply now for the Q1 2025 $2,500 Start Pivot Grow micro grant. All right, this is it. I'm going to read some information about it. It says, running a small business comes with numerous challenges, from managing daily operations to finding the capital needed for growth. Small business owners without relationships with banks, credit unions, or equities investors struggle to access capital when times get hard. That is true, right? Okay, so here's the grant details. Our $2,500 quarterly micro grants provide a non-dilutive funding, meaning you don't have to give away any portion of your business to get the financial support you need. These grants can be a lifeline, helping you cover essential expenses, investing in growth opportunities, and ultimately achieving stability and success. So, the grant usage could be used for utilities, it could be used for commercial rent, it could be used for inventory, professional development like mentorship, softwares, marketing, and bookkeeping services. The eligibility requirements for this $2,500 grant is that you must be in business for at least 2 years. All right, so this one is not, it's for startups. If you had an LLC for like 2 years, this one is for you. You must have an annual revenue of $50,000 or more. All right, and 1 to 2 employees, including the business owner. All right, so you are technically an employee if you work for yourself. So those are the eligibility requirements for the Start Pivot Grow quarter one grant. Now, if you don't qualify, that's a-okay, friend. Catch them on the back end on the second quarter. All right, but in the first quarter, that's who they're looking for. Got to be in business at least 2 years, annual revenue of at least $50K or more, and 1 to 2 employees. Okay, cool, and that's including yourself. Bonus, it says winners will also receive the digital business growth planner and the Prep My Loan Planner as an additional gift. That's really dope. And then this is the application. The application is really short and sweet. They have one question on here. It says, please describe in full detail how you intend to utilize the $2,500 grant if awarded. Break down your purpose, use of funds, and how this will impact your business. And then you will simply submit the application. So this is the Start Pivot Grow grant. If you qualify for that, go ahead and move forward. They have a podcast so you can learn more about business development opportunities and more, okay? Cool. Shout out to Start Pivot Grow Grant, the grant program. All right, and then last but not least, we have Galaxy of the Stars Grant. Galaxy of the Stars Grant is one of my favorite as well, just like Start Pivot Grow, because I have had the pleasure of winning one of these grants as well as winning one for my clients. They usually give out anywhere between $2,000 to about $3,500 every month. So this is what you call a rolling basis grant. A rolling basis grant is a grant that you can apply to every 30 days. And if you find that you did not get approved for the grant in January, you can apply for it here in February. And when you get to March, if you have not received any responses, you can apply to the grant in March, and so on and so forth until December, okay? So this grant is a $2,450 grant. It's called the Galaxy Grant Giveaway. And let me see here. What are the requirements? As long as you are become a Galaxy Grant. Okay, so it says Galaxy Grant small business funding for women and minority entrepreneurs. Here you go. So you can visit galaxyofthestars.org. Galaxyofthestars.org. Okay, if you are a minority business owner, right? So if you are a woman, if you are a person of color, if you are a veteran entrepreneur, because technically that's like minority in the business world too, a persons with disability, you can apply to this grant. Okay, so $2,400 grant, very like a 30-second application. And usually how they win or how they choose the winners, I think, is by random selection. But this grant is literally super easy, super quick. You can do this right now, even like at a traffic light, which I don't advise that, but still, okay? It's really quick that you can apply to it, okay, in less than 2 minutes. So you can visit Galaxy of the Stars grant and you can apply to that one. They have another grant, but like that one, I'm not promoting it because it's an application fee, and I don't really too much like grants with application fees, but I understand what they're doing there. All right, so I have went over 4 really good grants that you guys can apply to. The first one we went over was a $35,000 UPS store small business challenge like competition. The second one we went over is the City Trends $5,000 Black History Makers Grant. The third one we went over is the $2,500 Start Pivot Grow Grant. And then last but not least, we just went over the Galaxy of the Stars Grant for women and minority for $2,450. Now, I'm going to give you guys the last of this live stream to have me actually search for grants that serve in your favor. Now, once I find these grants for you, you got to ask yourself, all right, so now that I have this knowledge that there are opportunities out here for me, how am I going to actually execute at, applying to these grants? How often will I apply? Like I stated at the beginning of this live stream, applying to at least 1 grant a day will truly help increase your chances of winning, and also will increase your opportunities and more grants that you can win, right? So if you apply to 1 grant a day, that's 30 grants in a month. Out of the 30 grants, let's say you get approved to 5 of them. That means every month or 2 or so, you can get like a $10,000, $100,000 opportunity, whichever have you, depending on what type of grants you're applying to. This grant search engine that I'm about to use to search for grants for you here live on YouTube is called grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is one of my favorite grant search engines. A grant search engine is a grant website that you can go to search for grants in your favor. All right, so that can be grants that are in your local area, grants that are tailored towards or that are specifically for your particular business industry, and also grants that that are for you as an entrepreneur, like minority business grants, grants for women, grants for veteran entrepreneurs, and so on. Okay, so I'm excited to search for some grants for you guys. So if you have any questions about everything that I went over in this live stream, if you have any questions about grants, if you have any questions about how to access them, or if there's any grants available to you, definitely drop the questions down in the chat. And then I also want to give you guys the space to tell me where are you located and what is your business industry, and a little bit about yourself, right? If you are a minority business owner, if you're a woman entrepreneur, things like that. So that way I can go ahead and search for a grant for you here live on YouTube. So go ahead and tell me about your business. You can drop like your business industry, where you're located. So for example, it could be restaurant in New Jersey. We're a Black-owned company. All right, or you could put Black-owned company. Okay, so you could do that. Another example could be engineering, Miami, Florida, veteran-owned company, right? So it could be anything like that, just a little bit of general information so I can search for grants that serve in your favor. All right, and you can drop it in the chat so I can go ahead and start searching for you. Now, once I find these grants, I encourage you to visit grantwatch.com. Grantwatch.com is a $40 a month subscription, so it is not a free website like Hello Alice and Hello Skip, simply because Hello Alice and Hello Skip are not grant search engines, okay? This grant search engine is one that will find all grants that serve in your favor all across the world, okay? All right, cool. All right, so let's see what we have here. Hey, Shakira. She says, I have two. So give me one, because, you know what I mean? We're only doing one business per person. One business per person. All right, so New Jersey, you have group homes for aged out foster care, and then you have a mobile notary. Okay, so we'll do the group home. I'll choose the first one. So you're based in New Jersey. So New Jersey. So I have it here, New Jersey. See, I'm choosing New Jersey. And then you have a group home. Let's see here. And we'll put, and then the category for that will be like health and medical. That will be kind of where you are. Let's see, quality of life. Yeah. And, all right, so I selected 4 that you qualify for. I want to kind of show you a little bit better. So let's see if I can make this better. Okay, let me see. Can I make it better so you can see what I'm doing here? Do you see? Do you see? Well, I have to hold it in. I want to show you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So, New Jersey. And this is grantwatch.com, okay? We have New Jersey. And then we're going to choose the categories. So, Shakira, let's see, you are, and I chose the first one, entrepreneur, health and medical. I'm guessing you're a woman entrepreneur. So, women-owned startups. Okay, 3 out of the 62 selected. I will click on search. There you have it. There's 169 grants that you qualify for. So you can visit grantwatch.com. And what you would do is you will go through all of these pages and you would read through the grant, information right before you, or you can view the full grant. So that way you can reassure yourself on this is the one for you. And then once you have found the grants that you want to apply to out of the 169, right? Because not all 169 of them will you want to apply to, or do you actually qualify for, or do you have the documentation for, or so, where have you, right? Each grant has a different eligibility requirement. Each grant application is different. So the 169 grants that we have found, you will go through all of them and you will go ahead and create your own grant spreadsheet. And I'll show you one that I've created so you can have some inspo here. All right. All right, so you would kind of create one like this. You would go to your grant list, right? You would go through all of these grants. And you would come over here and create your own grant list, okay? Yes, that's how you want to be, friend. Set yourself for success. All right, so let's go ahead and refresh the screen because we got more people to search for this grant for, okay? All right, I'm going to clear this out. Take out New Jersey. All right, so let's see here who we have for a big problem. I think you will like it. I don't know where you're saying, Dean. Sorry. Queen Bubblicious says, I'm unable to get a business loan and don't know how to complete a grant. you know what? If you join us on Sundays, if you join us on Sundays, now I'm telling you, you'll be able to gain all the clarity and understanding that you need on how to search and apply to grants, okay? And no, this is not pre-recorded. I go live all the time. All right, and let's see here. Hi, we have an appliance repair business in Atlanta. The appliance repair is Black owned. All right, so you are in Georgia, and so you guys are Black owned. So we'll choose BIPOC. BIPOC is an acronym for Black Indigenous Person of Color. Guessing, are you guys like startups? We'll keep entrepreneurs and startups because you're an entrepreneur. And you're not helping them, but you are appliance repair. So that's something that would kind of be in what category? Let's see. We're going to go through operating support. That would kind of be under there. Very small business. And let's see. Let's say you do appliance. No, you're not. Women owned. Workforce. Let's go to the top here. See if we have anything in like electrical, something like that. We need to find a category that's really close. Environment and conservation. No, that wouldn't be it. All right, so we're going to use the four that we chose: Health America, higher education, homeless, housing support, in-kind support, individual. Okay, that will kind of be that one. And quality of life, and research and evaluation. No, I know what they mean by that. The language on here is, would be different from what like regular. Okay, that's the best way I can say it. Some of the vocabulary words that we think in the real world, in reality, means totally different in the grant world. Okay, and you'll learn that as you're applying to grants. So in transportation, teachers, technology, and technology. No, I know what they mean by that. Okay, so 5 out of the 62, we're going to search for the grants. Oh, and there you go, friend. 309 grants, friend. 309 grants that you qualify for. I pray that you go ahead, P. Brown, and you move forward. Visit grantwatch.com. Go ahead and select all of the categories and go through all 7 of these pages to find grants that serve in your favor. Create your own spreadsheet, kind of like how I did so by visiting grantwatch.com, okay? So you have 309 grants that you qualify for. Go ahead and have at it. Apply to 1 grant a day. This is more than enough grants for you to apply to 1 grant a day to the end of the year. Okay, cool. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anybody else want me to search for a grant for them? If you want me to search for a grant for you here live on YouTube, what I suggest is that you go ahead and put your business industry inside of the chat, and then tell me where you're located and a little bit about yourself. Are you a Black-owned company? Are you a woman-owned company? Are you a veteran entrepreneur? Things like that, okay? All right, cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. Dean says, I wrote my description at the top. Well, unfortunately, I can't see that. So you'll have to rewrite it, okay? I'm sorry. I can't see it. And why do you want me to work extra? I'm already applying. You got to help me help you, friend. Okay, thank you. What are the column headings on the spreadsheet? Well, it's just however you actually want to organize your own spreadsheet. Like, the first column could be the name of the grant. The second column could just be the link to the grant. So it's however you want to comprehend it. My list, I've been doing this for 10 years. Don't be trying to follow me. All right, you might get a little confused. Okay. I am a woman-owned startup that focuses on educating women in the areas of mindset and identity and financial literacy. Hey, Casey! Or Cassie. Casey. How is he? Hey, Cassie! All right, so I'm going to search for a grant for you. Where are you located? What's your state? What state are you located in? and you are a woman-owned startup, so I'm gonna put in here entrepreneur, startup. I just need to know where you're located. I'm gonna show you how I'm searching for this grant for you. And you do education. Casey, okay, good. And you're in Ohio? Okay, thank you. All right, Ohio. All right, so let me show you. So I have Ohio here. And then I've already selected your categories. I'm searching for grants for those of you who are coming in. I'm actually doing a live grant search for you, live on YouTube, so you can have reassurance on the opportunities, debt-free opportunities that you can go for. These are not like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. These are grants that you can apply to give yourself a chance at having the startup capital to start your business or scale the seasoned business you have. So for our friend Casey, our friend Casey does education for women and also in the financial literacy space. So I selected education. She's the entrepreneur or startup. Let me see, we're gonna take individual out. Small business. She's a woman and she's a woman-owned startup in business. Okay, so 5 out of the 62 categories are selected. I'm going to hit search. It's going to populate. Oh, it gets higher and higher as we keep going. All right, 315 grants that you qualify for, Casey. I pray that you visit grantwatch.com and go ahead and search through these grants. Give yourself, go through all of them. All right, this one says grants up to $75,000 to Ohio individuals and organizations to create business occupancy space. This is crazy. It's like commercial property opportunities, but especially if you are a woman. So you just have to go through all of these grants and search and just choose the ones that serve in your favor that you would most likely like to apply to, and then go ahead and create your own grant spreadsheet. Okay. All right. Well, anybody else want me to search for some grants for y'all? This is fun. I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because God said love thy neighbor. I'm doing this because I don't want you to be demotivated and be listening to all these other folks out here. You got opportunities out here, okay? If I could be in Nigeria on a $5 million grant, why can't you? Why can't you take your business to the next level? Even if you are a startup, make yourself global. There's people in the United Kingdom. There's people out here in Africa. There's people in Bali and Indonesia. There's people in Latin America that would love to have your product or service or some sort of innovation to give them a different way of doing things, right? So you gotta open your mind. Life gets so much better outside of Babylon, if you know what I mean. Thank you. I will connect with you soon. Awesome. I can't wait to meet you, Casey. All right. So anybody else want me to apply to a grant for, not apply, search for a grant for you live on YouTube. We're searching for a grant here live on YouTube. All you have to do is give me, what your business industry is, what state you're located in, and a little bit about yourself. So are you a Black-owned company, a woman startup? Are you a veteran entrepreneur? Or where have you, right? So that way I can go ahead and search for some grants that's serving your favor, okay? I'm using grantwatch.com, which is my favorite grant search engine in the world because it has all of the grants all across the world that you may qualify for, okay? So who else do we have here that I can search for grants for? Go ahead and refresh my screen. All right, it's for a great solution for a big problem. Okay, so all right, so Dean, I still don't have your full description or information. Still don't have it. So I've searched for grants for 3 people here on this live. Who else wants me to show them the opportunities that they have? This is fun. You got to give me some information, okay? While you guys are doing that and putting in your information, I keep trying, but I don't know why it's not showing up. Interesting. Let me see if it shows up in my studio. weird. I'm gonna refresh. Maybe try to put it in like small, like little by little. Little by little. Alright, so while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put in the description the grants that I went over. Got a UPS grant. Got a Black Changemakers grant. Start, Pivot, Grow. And then we have the Galaxy of the Stars grants. Okay, we got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to get off of this live stream so you guys can enjoy the rest of your beautiful Valentine's Day. I want to show love and, you know, just apply, like not apply, but search for grants for you live on YouTube. All right, I'm going to clear out this one. And for those of you who are coming in, I'm searching for grants live on YouTube. So if you want me to go ahead and search for grants for you that's serving your favor, all you have to do is put the business industry you're into, the state that you are located in, and a little bit about yourself as an entrepreneur. Are you a woman-owned company? Are you a black-owned company? And, you know, things like that. That way I can use grantwatch.com and search for grants that serve in your favor, okay? It's a fun exercise. And then God said, love thy neighbor. And here I go, loving thy neighbors. I love y'all. All right, so our friend Dee Dee says, Tampa, Florida, workforce development, connecting with families through health, sports, and food events. So let's see. And shout out to you, my cousin out there in Florida. Okay, so workforce development. All right, so let me go in here. Community economic development, and I want to show you like what I'm choosing to, so you would know how to choose them when you're on the site. So let me show you what I'm doing. Are you like a black-owned company or a woman-owned company too? That matters, because that will also increase your opportunities here. All right, so I have chosen community and economic development. There's actually workforce development. You're an entrepreneur, obviously. You know what else you do? Connect your families through health, sports, and food events. Okay. So in-kind support is one that you can use, because that's kind of doing that. Let's see. You're a small business. And workforce. All right. So 5 out of the 62 selected. I don't know if you're a woman-owned company or if you are a black-owned company. That will also give you more opportunities in the grant world too. So yeah, but with the 5 that we have selected, I'm going to go ahead and click on search. As you can see, it just updated, and you have 350 grants. 350 grants that serve in your favor, okay? So all you need to do is go through each of these grants, Choose the ones that serve in your favor. Read through the actual grant description and go ahead and create your own grant spreadsheet or your own grant list. And you can apply to one grant a day on the grant list to help you with, staying consistent with applying to these grants. Okay, so shout out to you, Dee. You have 350 grants that serve in your favor. That's more than enough grants for you to apply to one a day until the end of 2025. All right. Now, the consistency is key with these grants, and just staying on top of your grant, the grant deadline dates and stuff like that. Okay, I go over and dive deeper into all of that on my grant classes on Sundays, so I definitely encourage you to join my grant classes on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And if you want to be on the grant class with me, all right, and like over 50 other members, then all you have to do is join my channel as a channel member. It's just $3 a month, and you'll have access to our grant classes on Sunday. It's not for the public. It's only for channel members, and I dive much deeper into grant opportunities, how to increase your chances of approvals, how to search and apply to them, all that good stuff. Okay. And everybody who's a channel member, I will see you on Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Be there, because it's fun. Okay, it's fun and it's full of great information. All right, so I want to search for a grant for one more person before we get out of here. We have like 4 or 5 more minutes left. If your business has multiple categories, example, education, community building, digital community events and workshops, and travel, would you apply for multiple grant categories? Absolutely. You would apply to all the grants that serve in your business favor. So if you are an educator, if you are a global educator that does speaking events, for example, and then you also, in addition to that, one of your services is doing like travel agencies or doing some sort of like community events and globally, right? Well, you will find grants that serve in your mission's favor. Your mission is to bring your community together, to connect people together, and to educate them, right? Or to motivate them. So whatever your business or your business mission is, you would search for grants in that way. And also that helps increase your chances of approvals, because the business mission should like mirror, or it should like complement the grant's mission too. So the grant mission, most likely 10 times out of 10, to be honest with you, it will be posted on the actual grant website. So it will say, we are looking for businesses that does X, Y, and Z. Visionaries who are into this, who are into that. It will give you direct details on what the grant mission is. And if that like actually mirrors, or if that is the same exact thing, same exact mission as your business or as your service or product, then yeah, you want to go for those grants. You don't want to limit yourself. And keep in mind that grants don't talk to each other. There's no credit checks, right? So you don't have to worry about any inquiries or anything like that. There's no personal information needed. So you can apply to all 300 grants like in one day, right? And you can get approved to all 300 of them. And there will be no penalties or fees against you, because this is not traditional lending opportunities. This is literally debt-free opportunities that are just for you, so you can start or scale your idea. Any other questions before I let you all go on about your lovely day? Your lovely day. I always have fun with y'all. What other questions do you have? I've been doing this for 10 years, and I really do like have a great time, a fun time searching and applying to grants for you guys, bringing you guys these new like opportunities. And I have a 71% successful grant writing rate, but it's also because I build relationships in this grant world too. So yeah, it's a fun time, and I'm a pretty bubbly, fun personality, so I just simply like to network myself. I'm literally a walking brand. So sometimes when I go, when I go to different countries, I've noticed that people watch me on YouTube and they're just like, oh, you're the grant girl from YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, Google. Thanks to Google. Google is putting me out there. Yes, there we go. Thanks to God first, but shout out to Google. So even when you Google how to search and apply to grants, well, my face is gonna come up and all of my lovely videos, okay? So you will always have free information here on my YouTube channel that will teach you how to search and apply to grants. You can also book a one-on-one consultation with me. It's $100, but it's definitely worth it. You have to see the worth in it. If you don't, then hey, all the free information is here on YouTube. Anytime you're searching about grants, I promise you, I will come up, or one of the videos of one of my grant people in the network. And you'll be able to learn so much about these debt-free opportunities you qualify for. He said, see you Sunday. Just got a student. Oh, okay. See you Sunday. I made and created the auto parts. Make sure you are a channel member, because I don't see that you are a channel member. Just like our friend 88 here, he has a star. That's because he's a member. Okay, you're part of the squad. So you got to be a part of the squad. You got to join as a channel member. Simply tap on my face or go to my channel and click on join. It's $3 a month in order for you to have access to our grant class on Sunday. This is not for the public. This is a more intimate setting, so you can have reassurance and clarity on how to search and apply to these opportunities yourself. And also some of my grant tips and tricks on how I've increased my chances of approvals and gotten myself in those $1 million rooms. Dean says, I made and created the auto parts that are patent. Okay. Okay, Dean. I don't know why. I think it's like only a piece of your message is going through, or it's not. You might have to get out the live and come back in, but honestly, we're about to end the live. Does your business contract your services? And if you do, what is the best way to communicate the offers we can be accessible to? Thanks for your help. So at this moment, I'm not accepting clients. I charge $600 a month for my grant writing service. So because I charge that price, most of my clients, they have to qualify. My clients that I currently have, they have paid a year in advance, 6 months in advance, 8 months in advance, or at least 3 months in advance. And it is a contract-based service, and it's a monthly subscription. But because I know your average startup or your average small business owners might not be in the place right now to be able to afford $600 a month for me to apply to grants for you on a monthly basis. Shout out to Truth Hurts. All right, thank you for joining as a member. I'll see you on Sunday for me. All right, so because I totally understand that most startups and small business owners might not be able to afford that. That is pretty hefty. This is why I do offer my one-on-one consultations, a more affordable option to have me deep dive into grant opportunities. Also, right now, what I've been doing the last 2 weeks is applying to the $10,000 Honeycomb Credit Grant live on YouTube for you. All you have to do is simply purchase my $37 course. The link and all the information is in the description. Once you purchase the $37 course, then I will go ahead and send you an email confirmation requesting some general business information, and then I'll apply to the grant for you live on YouTube. So I've been doing that for the past week or two. We've already applied to this grant for over 50 businesses. So this is an offer that I have right now until the grant deadline, which is April 2nd. Okay, so you have that. The information on how to do that is in the description. You can access the description by either tapping on the title of this live stream or tapping the 3 dots somewhere on the side of your phone, and you can see and you can read the instructions inside of the description. So it'll give you reassurance and clarity on how that offer works. It's a more affordable option. You just pay $37. The $37 course, though, teaches you about how to search and apply to grants, accelerator programs, and incubators, which is 3 debt-free opportunities that combats the traditional lending opportunities like loans, lines of credit, and credit cards. So I also give you a bonus on how to find investors and how to use an investor search engine to find those who want to invest into a business like yours. So $37 course, 45 minutes, full of information. And once you purchase the course, the email that is tied to your purchase through Etsy.com, that is the email I will use to send you the request for you to complete general information. And in less than 24 hours, I will complete the grant for you, and I will also send you a confirmation email saying, hey, the grant is done, with a screenshot, which is proof that I have submitted the grant for you. Okay, so I have been doing this for over a week, and yeah, it's been fun. All right, it's been super fun doing that exercise. So you do have options. You can join us in the grant class. You can join us. You can purchase the $37 course that will teach you everything and have me apply to a $10,000 grant for you live on YouTube. Or you can book a one-on-one consultation with me. It's $100. So I do offer other affordable options that might be better for you versus you trying to sign up for my $600 a month grant writing subscription. Do I need my EIN to apply for grants? Not all of them, but it's best that you have one. You can get your EIN before you actually get your LLC. Visit irs.gov. Right now, they're open at 9 a.m. Eastern time, so they are open. And you can visit irs.gov and get your EIN for free right now. That way you don't have to worry about that, okay? irs.gov. You can visit there and go ahead and get your EIN. No, you don't have to have your LLC first. You can do the EIN first, and then you can get your LLC, which will cost you money. The difference between the two, you are registering your business through the federal government to Uncle Sam, and then the LLC or Articles of Organization, that is simply a registration through the Secretary of State. That's a registration through your state, okay? That's the difference. So that's why you can go for the LLC, the EIN first and get that done. Do the free stuff first, and then you can go for, you know, purchasing your LLC. Okay, you can do it. Any other questions? And thank you so much for joining as a channel member. I hope to see you on Sunday in our grant class. Does anybody else have any last minute questions? I'm going to let you all go. We've been on here for about an hour, 5 or 10 minutes. And, you know, I love hanging out with y'all, but I know you guys got stuff to do. It's Valentine's Day. It's Friday. You might be on your way to work or whichever have you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything. And in my world, only you can do for love what I would not do. I love y'all. Okay, what time Sunday, West Coast? So 9 a.m. Eastern time, which will be super early for you. Which will be super early for you. So yeah. All right, you guys. I totally appreciate you for joining me. Hey, shop with art. Love you. I appreciate you all for joining me. Definitely book a one-on-one consultation with me if you want to, you know, have some more tailored support. And yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and join my channel so you can join us in the grant class on Sundays, okay? Yes, 88, God is love. God loves us all. God said, love thy neighbor. I'm loving y'all, all right? And all blessings to you guys. I hope you have a lovely day full of love from your neighbors, from your employees, or from everyone who is around you. Just have a lovely day. Just walk in light. Be graceful, be humble, okay, and just be nice, all right? I love you. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.